councils push back on glass bins. By Sandy Miller. As the July 2027 deadline for implementing the introduction of a fourth purple-lidded glass bin service gets closer, Manningham Council is reiterating its serious concerns about the rollout. Both Manningham and Nillumbik councils are among more than 30 councils objecting to the mandatory introduction of purple bins. Manningham has urged the government to consider a different approach to glass recycling, pause the rollout, and instead work with councils on smarter, more cost-effective solutions that achieve strong environmental outcomes without burdening households.
We want to see the container deposit scheme expanded so that people can deposit their wine and spirit bottles through existing infrastructure,
said a statement from Manningham Council. This approach is already in motion in other states, including Western Australia, New South Wales, South Australia and Queensland. Manningham Council said this would provide similar environmental benefits while shifting the cost to polluters rather than councils and their ratepayers. Nillumbik Council noted a similar advocacy position in 2025. Manningham Mayor Jim Grievous told the media that a glass-only bin service will cost Victorian councils millions of dollars to roll out. Economic modelling has found that it would cost an additional $27 in waste disposal charges per household on average each year. The study, which examined 22 councils, found that introducing a glass-only curbside recycling service would cost councils a combined $75 million to implement, and running a monthly glass collection service would cost a typical council an additional $1.43 million each year.
We ask the state government to listen to our community's concerns, delay the mandatory implementation date, and expand the options that exist and are already in regular use. Every cent counts and people are already feeling the impacts of increased costs. We need to make sure our essential waste services aren't a waste of money for our community. More bins mean more costs, more trucks, more congestion and more contamination. There is a better way to recycle glass,
the council statement said. Some councils have also raised concerns about the extra burden on households to sort their recycling and the space needed to store another bin. Councillor Grievous said adding another curbside collection service would increase truck movements, particularly in narrow suburban streets, and would increase congestion and emissions, as well as reduce neighbourhood amenity. He said an expanded container deposit scheme would recycle glass effectively, without adding new bins, trucks or ongoing costs for households. However, the state government's stated position is that Victoria's CDS is designed to target beverage containers that most commonly contribute to litter.
The curbside reforms, which include the introduction of a separate household collection of glass, will complement the scheme by making recycling at home better.
Manningham has released a survey asking residents their opinions on the glass bin scheme. Visit
manningham.vic.gov.au/news/let's-be-glass-recycling. This story was read by Rebecca Rose, James Poyner and Sandy Miller.